unusual situation. Do you think continuity is a good thing for the Cowboys, Bart?
Not at all. This reminds me of one of your favorite songs in high school, Greeny. I wish I had Jesse's Girl. When you look at everything, like you got three coaches all trying to try and be the head coach with Sean Payton looming over the top of Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy is a dead man walking because, listen, there's nothing that he can do that helps him in this situation. Because guess what? If the defense plays well, it's going to be because of Dan Quinn. If the offense plays well, it's because of Kellen Moore. If they lose and this season is a disaster, it's all Mike McCarthy's fault. So this is what happens when you have guys that are lurking for your job, that's looking at your girl. You can't leave the room. You can't be comfortable because they're going to be up there ear hustling and trying to spit game to the general manager about what you would have did in that situation. We got Sean Payton talking about what he would do in the situation. He ain't even that damn head coach. So Mike McCarthy is in a worse situation because everybody's looking out for Roscoe Jenkins, the team and me. Everybody's trying to get their head coaching job, and they know that Mike McCarthy can be a dead man walking. If you can't trust your assistants, you can't do your job at a high level.
I like the Rick Springfield comparison. It works for me. RC, does it work for you?
I don't know about the comparison, but here is what's true about what Bart is saying. You have a GM and an owner with wandering eyes. He's not the type of guy that's going to settle for the 6 that he has at the head coaching position. When you look at a guy like Dan Quinn, who, if you listen to people like Michael Parsons, you listen to people like J-Ron Kearse, this is a guy that is beloved in the locker room. Many people think that Dan Quinn was a huge reason why this team made a total turnaround, not just the defense. And so when he comes back, after many expected him to get the Denver Broncos job, I believe that coaching office gets extremely crowded, whether it's for Mike McCarthy, Kellen Moore, or Dan Quinn, who is truly making the decisions about how this team proceeds going forward, and how is that viewed by Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones. And my other thing is this: I love that Dan Quinn is back. I don't necessarily know that I feel like Kellen Moore shouldn't have gotten the opportunity to run it back. This is an offense with a $100 million tackle, with a guard that's going to be a Hall of Famer, $100 million outside, a guy like CeeDee Lamb, $90 million at the running back position and $140 at the quarterback position, and you couldn't score enough points to win a game at home against the San Francisco 49ers. I feel a change could be made at the offensive coordinator position, but I still feel like Dan Quinn, even more than Sean Payton, is the biggest threat to the head coaching throne of Mike McCarthy.
What do you think, Ty?
I always go back to camp. Remember, we talked about it on the show when Jerry Jones was talking about the day, just a regular press conference, and Mike McCarthy's the head coach, and all he kept talking about was Dan Quinn. And I just kept thinking, wait, did I miss the story? Is Dan Quinn the head coach here? Did I get confused? And I didn't. And it was just because Jerry couldn't say enough great things, because that's what the players are saying. And what a great change for them going from Mike Nolan to Dan Quinn. I really think that was a big part of the reason why they enjoyed being around Dan. But then after the season they had with all the turnovers, you look at their division, they're in a weak one. They should be just as good, if not better, this year. And that's what we'll see. And Ryan makes a great point about Mike McCarthy right now. Everyone is looking and picking at him because I think there's people who believe he shouldn't be the head coach. It should be Dan Quinn's job. And as for Sean Payton, we don't know much right now. I know, they've all said they haven't had conversations, and people that I've spoken to, I spoke to Jerry recently, they claim they haven't had conversations, but I think it's fair to say that he's lurking, as you would say.
Me and RC are defensive experts.
Yes.
Listen, I would love to get a job where we were the worst historically, and I can become 16th in the league, and all of a sudden I become a genius. 16th in the league? I've never finished 16th in the league in my career, and I'm sure Ryan Clark's never finished 16th in defense in his career, but yet this dude's a guru. Come on, man, you're killing me, Petey.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.